Gabrielle Union
Oh, yeah.
mentioned in a podcast that she was on that Dwayne Wade divides up their household bills 50-50. Um, and Dwayne Wade, I'm not quite sure if people are aware, has made hundreds of millions of dollars playing basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there's a very loud contingent of people on the internet who say that men who request women to split bills 50-50 do so
Broke,
because they broke.
broke boys.
But we do have to understand that that's an exercise of futility, even saying that they split household bills at 50-50. They are married.
Hey, look, she said she put on half for everything. I ain't mad at it. Also, why do we fucking care? We sit here and say that she runs him and he's not the man of his house, calling him a simp, all this other extra shit. And then it comes out, you make her kick in her fair share or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And now he's less of a man because she's making him look like less of a man because of that.
To be
Like
fair,
some of the shit
it
just be
sounds like,
some of the
to
shit
be
just be
fair, it
nuts.
sounds like some shit a butch bitch is making up. To oh, my husband ain't no pussy. Yeah, to be fair, that's kind of what it sounds like. Sounds like some inconsequential shit a butch bitch is making up to stick up for her husband, which she should.
Hmm.
But what is she literally saying that me and Dwayne Wade, who are married, and if they don't have some sort of prenuptial agreement, they're spending from one pot.
Yeah, they're
So
definitely
how
spending.
what?
I'm saying that they definitely spending from one pot. I do agree with you. Like
No matter
even
how
though
much they divide it up, they can keep two separate bank accounts. The court has got to put that shit together. When they if they decide to leave each other, the courts is gonna put that shit in one pot and decide what the fuck happens. So that all that we split the bills 50-50 is all fine and dandy, but it's an exercise in futility. It's an exercise in preparing to break up. Because that means there is a delineation between everything. Just in case this doesn't work, I can see that this is what was paid. This is what was paid. Yeah, no. It sounds like
I
breakup foreshadowing.
I I get that. I definitely do get that line of thinking. Like if you keeping this is mine and this is yours, then you're preparing for when you can say, all right, this is what I had and this is what you had, instead of thinking of this is what we do. I
Right.
definitely do agree with that line of thinking. But I'm also not one of those 50-50 motherfuckers. I just disagree with the fucking idea that motherfuckers who think that um we should go 50-50 do that because they're broke.
I didn't even understand. 50-50 is just a flawed, it's just a flawed view. There's no such thing as 50-50 unless y'all running two complete separate entities. Like if y'all maintain two separate entities at all times, then yes, y'all going 50-50. But that doesn't scream a relationship to me. That screams partner, mutual agreement. But if y'all are keeping everything compartmentalized to where y'all could even say this shit is 50-50, that screams other problems. For any style of relationship, marriage is just a legal mixing of those funds unless written down. A relationship that you yourself whether you are preparing yourself for the worst and hoping for the best, you are enveloping an end in your day-to-day maneuvering. You're just putting an end in it. That's all keeping compartmentalized things is doing. You're keeping a placeholder for the end. If ever y'all were going to be there together forever, what is 50-50?
I mean, I think
What is even the
doing
purpose of 50-50?
I think doing things 50-50 is it complicates shit more. I think if you keep
Exactly.
things separate and don't do 50-50, it makes it really, really easy to break up. But doing it 50-50 makes it very, very hard because not everything's intertwined. Now, this isn't mine, this isn't yours. Everything is just ours. Now, when we trying to separate and dissolve the relationship, now we got to pry everything apart. Well, you get this, now you get that. If it was not 50-50, then it'd be very fucking clear. Now, that was my house. That was my car. That was your car. It was my shit. It was your shit. So I don't think necessarily that 50-50 is a recipe for we about to break up or we planning on breaking up. I just think it's a function of I want you to contribute as much as I contribute, so we both pulling and we both working, so nobody feels used maybe, or just a happenstance of we need to do this shit, or just a happenstance of you want to work, I want to work, so we both working and we just gonna put the money towards the bills and fuck it up. It is what it is.
Yeah.
All that's fine and dandy, but that's philosophical. In practice, if y'all in the same domicile, working towards the same goal, and y'all compartmentalize in any regard, there's a implied dereliction of duty there somewhere, and y'all are building into y'all relationship a foundation for an end.
So when you say that, so like a couple that would have like separate bank accounts.
No, separate bank accounts mean nothing if both of each other
Uh,
use them interchangeably. But
no,
if it's this, if it's
you have
no,
your
you
own.
can't.
I mean, you have your own checking and savings. They are
Yes,
on your card that you have independently of your spouse. Your
yes.
spouse doesn't have your card. Not saying that they can't have access, but who the fuck makes
That's
the
the point.
card for
That's the point
you
I'm
and
making.
you?
That's the point I'm making right there. The one that you just in. That's the only point I'm making. I agree with. I'm saying
Okay.
everything you saying. Yes, but when you go, I can't. That is compartmentalized. You are building
Okay.
in a foundation for an end.
Okay. I just wanted to
I'm
clear up what
every,
you. I just wanted to clear up where you were at with it. That's all. It just
no, y'all can
cleared it up a
have
little bit.
separate everything down the middle, 50. What the fuck? What? I don't know what just happened, but something happened.
I can hear you. We can see you. You can't see us.
I
Oh
can't
no.
see. Something is happening. But whatever. So when y'all compartmentalize like that, you're building in a foundation for an end.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like I said, if there's no point in which these two people can cross any boundaries of each other. Not to say that
Is
they
there
can't
a,
deal
is
with.
could it be there's a difference between something being private and something being secret?
Yeah, I mean, but that goes without saying, I would think.
Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
not.
I'm just trying to paint the picture of the fine line. I'm trying to put it into words. Like,
I'm talking about, honey, I left my card at home. Let me use your card, and I go shopping.
okay,
Like, if that is never an option, then again, y'all
then
too
there's something wrong there.
yes, you're too
Yep.
compartmentalized. Like, you know
I
what I'm
agree
saying?
with you.
If
I agree
ever
with you. You're right.
she like if she needs the money back in her account for posterity to make her feel good or whatever, that's a ego thing. That's something, whatever. That ain't a relationship thing. But if there is at no point where we could cross those lines, and it just must remain this staunch line in the sand, that in my opinion screams to bigger issues. And we're not
Yeah,
just talking about 50-50 there. That's just where we putting the band-aid at.
yeah. It's more. It's less of a. I get what you're saying, and I think you're right. I agree with you. I ain't gonna hold you. I agree with that shit.